Hey y'all, I was trying to go live, but my connection was really weak because of my location. So, I just decided I'm just gonna go ahead and pre-record and post it for you guys. Um, I'm really sad, if you can't tell, but I'm extremely disappointed, and I'm very, very disappointed in black voters, black people today. I have to say. I'm genuinely, at this very moment, trying to hold back tears. I actually have been crying pretty much all morning, pretty much, and the reason being is this. I'm upset and I'm disappointed and I'm angry. That's a given. Um, what people didn't realize is us getting to those polls and voting, us meaning African Americans and just minorities, period, Hispanics, African Americans, women, us getting to those polls and voting meant a lot. They meant a lot. And I'm disappointed in everybody who decided not to vote just because you may not have really liked either candidate, not understanding that you were sealing your fate at that moment. And I'm disappointed in you, especially. You are the one that I'm talking to right now. Because this election, at that point, getting to those polls were not about, it was not about who you liked. It was about who you did not want to be in full control of your destiny and of our country. That's what this was about. And for you to fail to see that is sad. It's very sad. It's very disappointing, and it hurts. That shows me that you are a weak individual. You're not a rider. You're very weak. You gave up. Only a weak person would have given up the way you did. And you gave up. For you to claim that you are a full President Obama supporter, knowing who he supported and who he wanted us to vote in office, to continue to be a representation of him, but yet you, with the same tongue, say that you support President Barack Obama, and yet you didn't go out and vote, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed. And I'm disappointed in you. You failed us. You failed us. This was not about, oh, I like Hillary so much, or oh, I like Trump so much. That's not what this election was about, clearly, and I understand that. But don't you see how you not going and voicing an opinion at all at that poll left this country feeling disarray the way it is? Can you see that? And if you can't, that's sad that you can't. You are a weak individual because you gave up. You sat up, you sat around, and you did nothing. And now you have so much to say. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. You should have said what you had to say at the poll. You chose not to. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Nobody cares how you feel. I'm disappointed in you. And like I said, you're weak. And on top of that, I'm so heartbroken. One thing that I can say, I didn't really know if I could trust Hillary Clinton either. Yes, I can tell you that. I can admit that. But I trust Donald Trump more. And let me tell you why. I trust Donald Trump to be the racist that he has shown us that he is. I trust Donald Trump to continue to be the racist that he has shown us that he is. I am a black woman with a disabled child. I feel like the black people, the black voters have failed me and several others. Where does that leave me as a black woman? A woman. Someone who Donald Trump has clearly shown he does not care for. I have to be Ivanka to get him to care for me. And even then, he'll be more focused on my tits than he are anything. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm hurt. I'm disappointed. I'm angry. I feel empty inside right now. And trying to hold back tears. I'm so disappointed. I don't know how else to explain it. And I never knew. I never ever knew. See, you guys thought that America, because it was 2016, racism no longer existed. You thought that. It always did. It always did. And just like people came out of the woodwork to vote to support President Barack Obama when he ran, people who never even voted a day in their lives before, they came out to vote. So did the racist white people. They came out. They turned up and turned out for President Trump. That don't even sound right coming out of my mouth. I gotta go, y'all. I can't even do it. Sad. Heartbroken.